Hi everybody, welcome to this week's version of the home tutorials. This is the attacking series, the attacking with our hands. Okay, so we're going to start off in the three sections like before: white to green belt, blue stripe to red belt, and then black stripe and above. Again, if you want to go through all these techniques, whether you're a white belt or yellow belt, you want to try the black belt techniques, why not? Okay, we've got a lot of time at home, so if you've got one, then master one, then move on to the next technique. So going straight into the white belt to green belt section, we're looking at the basic punch. From there, I'm going to get into a walking stance. I'm going to put my right leg forward, I'm going to put my right hand out in the punching position, level with my shoulder, in line with my midsection there. So if I stood in front of myself, I'd be hitting this badge here, which is roughly where my solar plexus is. Clenched fist, other hand is on the waist, and this is called our reaction hand. If I punch with my same side that's forward there, so if my right leg's forward, my right hand is out, this is called an obverse punch. If I change hands, this is a reverse punch. Obverse punch, same side, opposite hand to opposite leg that's forward is called a reverse punch. But we punch to the same place, not over there and over there, to the same place. Moving on from there, we have got our double punch. So our double punch, we move forward. As we do the double punch, we punch with an obverse punch first, and we finish with a reverse punch. So if I move back now, I need to change my hands when I get halfway, measure, and when my leg goes back, I start that obverse punch, then reverse punch. If I move forward and do it, look, I change hands halfway, I measure, and then punch, punch, finishing with a reverse punch. That is our double punch. Moving on to our knife hand strike now. So, using our knife hands, okay, I'm going to get into an L stance now. My knife hand is on the inside. From there, I open my knife hand up, other hand, our reaction hand goes to our waist. From there, it's on the inside and I strike straight out so it's level with my shoulder. This is an outward knife hand strike. There. This is performed in L stance. Moving on from there to a front back fist strike. So our front back fist strike, so we used our fist before, we're going to turn our hand over now. So we use the back of the hand, the back fist, okay, and this is called our front back fist. So it looks like a middle block from here. This again can be performed in L stance, sitting stance or walking stance. From there, if I bring my hand to the start position, the striking hand is on the inside. Okay, so it's there. So remember when I did the blocking series, the chambers are to the side of our head. It's the same when we do these attacks, side of the head whether you're doing a knife hand strike or a back fist. Okay, so from my L stance position, my hand goes straight down and your target would be the bridge of the nose in this case. Okay, so striking on the inside, from there it goes in a downward motion, that back fist hits the target and the reaction hand goes to the waist. Going on from there, we've got a side back fist strike. So that, again, this is generally performed in a walking stance, but it can be performed in other stances as well. So from there, that's our front back fist. I turn my hand over now, and this is a side back fist strike. It works the same way as a knife hand strike, but we use a different tool. From there, this time the strike hand is on the outside. Palms are facing away, clench my fist, and I strike out to the front here. So again, if somebody stood facing this way, this could hit the nose, or the temple, if I'm hitting them from that direction. So from the side, and then strike outwards like this. There, moving on from there, I'm going to go back to another knife hand move. Okay, this is in the green block pattern, this is called an inward knife hand strike. Again, you can perform this in an L stance. From here, our reaction hand goes out in front of us this time. It doesn't go to our waist, it goes to our shoulder like this. Okay, so out in front there, knife hand up nice and high. And don't forget when we do our techniques, we do that little twist there. So the front hand comes to our right shoulder because I've got my left leg in front, like this. And then when I do this one, it chops in there. Inward knife hand towards the neck. Now we're going to move on to a different tool. We're going to use our fingertips now. This is called a fingertip thrust. So I'm going to put my right leg in front. Because my right leg's in front, my right arm is straight. So it's straight out like this. I'm using my fingertip thrust. This is going towards the solar plexus like the punches. And the other hand goes underneath the elbow like this. So it looks like this. This hand is going to come back to my waist, as if I'm doing a punch. This hand's going to come up like this. I'm going to go down and block, and then thrust over the top there. Underneath the elbow joint, this can be used as a guard for my low section and my high section as well. Keeping that hand in that position. So if I move forward as I do it, palm down, thrust out, same side of the leg that's forward. I move forward and do it, palm down, hand on the waist, fingertip thrust out there. Right, the next thing we're going to look at before we move on to the next section is called a side punch. So we've done a front punch, obverse punch, or a reverse punch. Now from here, I'm going to turn into a fixed stance now. So from here, the side punch looks like this. Again, we see this in the green ball pattern. It works the same way. All punches in Taekwondo come from our waist when we do it traditionally for using our patterns and our line work. So my hand's on the waist there, and I punch sideways on there. So I'll just show you from this angle here. I measure with one hand, and I punch with the other hand, doing our side punch. Again, we're using the full fist for the attack. And that is the end of our green belt, white to green belt section. Thank you. Hi, welcome to our blue stripe to red belt section of the hand attacks. So moving on from our punches there, we're going to look at different sections of punches. So if you remember from the blocking series, we looked at the high section from the neck above, from the neck to the belly button is the midsection, and then from the belly button down below is the low section. So when we do our punches, exactly the same thing down the center line of the body. So this would be our high section punch, this would be our midsection punch, and this will be our low section punch below the belt there. So low section, midsection, and high section punch. Same level as the eyes, not too high there. Right, so we're going to move on to a different technique. This is called our elbow strike now. So we have a front elbow strike. I'm going to get into a walking stance. I'm going to put my left leg in front, and my back hand, so my right arm this time, is going to come round. I'm going to use the point of the elbow there. This is a front elbow strike. And again, like all the other techniques, the other hand's doing something. In this case, the arm is going to the waist as your reaction hand. We also use this in one of the patterns where we have a target there, so the palm goes out and I strike that target with my front elbow. Okay, that's the performing pattern we've got. Another elbow strike we do is an upper elbow. From there, I'm going to stay in the same position. This time the hand's going to come up like an uppercut. From there, so the under fist now is going to go towards my ears, so straight up like this. So straight underneath the chin there, and the other hand goes underneath onto the belt there. Okay, so now we're going to move on to another punch, which is a twin vertical punch. So we've done a punch like this before. Now I'm going to turn my hand up and make it a vertical punch. We can do this in single or twin. Okay, so this will be a single vertical punch. Generally go midsection on our twin vertical punch, which we use in the colour belt patterns. Both hands start on the waist, and then from there we're going high section, so punching the cheekbones there. Notice how the hands turn in. From the waist, punch towards the cheekbones. Going on from there, we have a twin upset punch. So from there, the hands go round and then into the stomach or the kidneys. So round and then in. Note on this one, the arms aren't going up like this. That's an upward punch. We're going to go in, making an upset punch. Okay, so that is called our twin upset punch. Another punch we're going to look at is a turning punch. This can be done with our feet together or the feet shoulder width apart. So the hand comes round like this, and my target's here to there. So it's level with the shoulder there. This is called turning punch. So the reaction hand goes to the waist there. So both hands are working together. Now we're going to move back to our fingertip ones now. So we did the midsection fingertip. So now we're going to look at the high section fingertip thrust. So from there, this is the same level as the eyes or the throat. And then from there, using our fingertips, like a punch, I'm going to move forward and strike my target using the fingertips there. And do this moving forwards or backwards. That's the high section fingertip thrust. Now we're going to look at the upset fingertip thrust. From there, we're going to take the hand out like we did in the one-yo move, do the inward knife edge strike, goes to the shoulder. Okay. This time, the other hand is going to go nice and high, so the elbow's up nice and high here. Using my fingertips, I'm going to the low section. From there, elbow nice and high, other hand to the shoulder, hands work together, low section, and this is called an upset fingertip thrust. Okay, so moving on to an upward punch now. So I'm going to do the same thing with this hand here, but this time my hand's going to start up in a rising block position, the hand's going to go out, and the upward punch goes round, and then straight up, hitting the target there. This is performed in an L stance as I'm doing it right now. So the arm goes out straight, other hand starts in a rising block position, and then from there working together round and up, other hand to the shoulder. And this is called our upward punch, not upset. That's the upset punch, and that is the upward punch. Right, we're going to use our knife hand again now. So we're going to do a downward knife hand strike. So when we do the downward knife hand strike, again, using the knife hand there, this can be done in a short L stance, vertical stance, or the L stance. And then from there, we're going to perform this in a circular motion. So it goes down onto the target there, which could be the head, or the shoulder, or the clavicle there, using the knife hand. So from there, big circle round. Again, the hands meet in the middle there, and the other hand goes to the waist. So big circle, cross, and then down onto the target. If you need to get a bit taller, get into that stance where the feet are closer together. So round and then down, and that's called our downward knife hand strike. Looking at a back fist move, which we've done already, a back fist, even though it's behind us, is still a front back fist, okay, because it works the same way. And we do this in a few of our patterns where we do a low block at the same time. So 2 techniques, we chamber like this, I've got my back fist behind me, and my low block in front of me. And again, we use this in a couple of the patterns. Okay, so that concludes our blue stripe to red belt series. Practice those movements, practice the basic ones, and then if you're ready for the next one, move on to the next section. Hi, welcome to the black belt section. So black stripes and above now. So again, we're moving on with the hand attacks. There's quite a few variations, some are very similar, some involve single movements, some involve twin movements. I'm just going to run through those now. So we've looked at the L stance and we've looked at the punches, reverse punches and obverse punches in the previous videos. Okay, so if you remember when I do a walking stance, I put my right hand out, this is called an obverse punch. If I change hands, this makes it a reverse punch. So this is a right walking stance because my right leg's forward. Now if I make an L stance, keep it in the same position, keeping my right leg in front, because the weight is on the back leg, this is a left L stance, not a right L stance. So now if I punch with my right hand, this is called a reverse punch. If I change hands, this is an obverse punch. So in a walking stance, look, right leg's in front, right walking stance, reverse punch, same side, obverse punch. In an L stance, because it's a left L stance, reverse punch, obverse punch. Okay, a little tricky, but that's how it works. Okay, so we're going to move on to using our knife hands now. So we've done an inward knife hand strike. This is called a twin inward knife hand strike. So from there, in our walking stance, the hands start in front of us like this, and we chop inwards towards the imaginary person's neck. So nice and high there, chop inwards. Okay, so this is our twin inward knife hand strike. We've also looked at our upset punch and our upward punch. So we've done it using this way. You can also do these punches taking your reaction hand to the waist there, like this. Okay, you don't have to do it this way. In some of the patterns it is like this, and in some of our black belt patterns now, the hand goes on the waist as our reaction hand. Okay, right, we're going to move on to the reverse knife hand. So when we do the reverse knife hand, so we've done the knife hand already. This time we took the thumb in because we're using this part here. So the reverse knife hand, if I get into my walking stance, I put my left hand out like this, I'm going to use my back hand, I'm going to swing it round, slight bend on the elbow, and this goes to the side of the head, or if somebody's facing this way, onto the bridge of the nose, or across the chest there. From there, palm up in the air, and then in. So reverse knife hand strike. We can also do this using the other hand as a guard, like this, as we do in one of the patterns, Chung Nu. From there to there. So low section guard if I need it, high section guard if someone's trying to keep me in the head there. So guard position, taking the hand straight out there, palm up, and this is our reverse knife hand. Right, the other thing we're going to use now is our finger belly. Again, I know it's a funny word. So our finger belly is used to guide our movements or make them more accurate. So in this case, I'm going to use it as a back fist there. So if I did my front back fist, rather than taking the hand to the waist, this time I'm going to take my finger belly onto the side there. Okay, so this is another way we can perform a back fist. It also creates a guard here and gives extra strength and precision guidance there. Okay, so we're going to move on to our elbows again now. So we have done our front and our upper elbow. Now we're going to look at our side elbow, our twin horizontal elbow, and our back elbow. So the side elbow is performed in an L stance. Even though the elbow goes behind us, from there, it's still classed as a side elbow. So the left hand, because my left leg's in front, is my reaction hand, like when I do my punches. Both hands start in front. The right arm is going to be the one that's doing the damage, and I drive the elbow straight behind me into my opponent's stomach or solar plexus there. So from there to there, this is a side elbow, because it's performed in an L stance. If I go into a sitting stance now, my elbow goes straight behind me here, like a reaction hand, and this is called our back elbow. So I'm going to use my finger belly like I've just mentioned. I'm going to drive that hand back. As I drive that hand back, it gives it extra power and guidance there. So this is my back elbow. I just show you from the side here. Just drive that elbow back there. This is called our back elbow. Our twin horizontal elbow, I'm going to put my feet together on this one. My hands come out in front, and then from there I've got a target there and a target there, and I drive both elbows out in a horizontal position. So twin horizontal elbow. There. Okay? So straight out there. Okay, so the next one. Right, we're going to look at another back fist. So this is a front back fist strike, but the other arm is doing something different now. So rather than going on the waist, the front back fist, as we do it in one of our black belt patterns, starts behind us now, not to the side like this, starts behind us, and then from there the other hand goes underneath our elbow like this. So in this position there. So again, we've got this arm here as a guard position. So this is our front back fist strike, bringing the other hand underneath the elbow. This right now is performed in sitting stance. Okay, so moving on to some more punches now. So we have got a horizontal punch. So like all the other punches, the hands start on the waist there. So I'm going to perform this in an L stance. So hand on the waist there, punch straight out there. Horizontal punch. This arm is straight, this arm is bent, so it's level with the shoulder there, hitting a target there, and hitting a target there at the same time. This is called horizontal punch. Going on to another punch, we've done the upward punch. So this time I'm going to use a different part of my hand now. So I'm going to use my middle knuckle. So I'm there. There's my normal fist. I would use these two knuckles. This time I'm going to use my middle knuckle. So that now protrudes out. Again, it works the same way as I hit my target. Middle knuckle. I can also use the foreknuckles. So I'm going to use this in a twin motion here. I'm going to use my thumbs to support that foreknuckle. Now that protrudes now, and it's going to go right up and into the temples there. Okay, so again, this is in one of the black belt patterns. Use my foreknuckle there. The next one we're going to use is a backhand, a new technique here. So the backhand strike works like a front back fist, but instead of using my fist, I use the back of my hand. So it hits a stronger surface area there. Okay, so now I'm going to use my fingers. I've got my forefinger, so as I move forward now, I can poke straight into the throat there. Here, if I use my double finger, this is going to go towards the eyes now, so straight out there. So again, this works like a fingertip thrust, but we're using two fingers towards the eyes, we're using one finger towards the throat. Okay, so that's a single fingertip thrust. Okay, and then from there, that concludes our black belt section there, black stripe to black belt session. Have fun trying those techniques, and let's have a go at the basic ones as well, intermediate, and then practice yours as well, of course. Thank you very much for listening.